This is the magic method, and you're watching the foul-mouthed, quickly angered Magic Mike. Prepare to be entertained and slightly offended. The only unhinged thing in this series is me. So sit back and enjoy. Or don't. I can't make you.
Hi there, guys. It's Mise with the Magic Method here. I got Mike here doing a fancy old deck profile. Mike, what do you got for us? What are you playing?
Varina, the Lich Queen, zombie tribal.
Fantastic. What colors are they?
It's Esper.
All right.
White, blue.
Well, why don't you show us what you got? Show us what makes the magic happen.
I'm going to start with the lands because boring. The 7 islands. 7 plains.
And some money lands right there.
I use 10 swamps because it's zombies. It's still it's black heavy.
So do you use any of the swamp support for zombies?
Yes, I do actually. I think.
Awesome.
I don't remember. Some poo. And then my non-basics have Godless Shrine, Hallowed Fountain, Command Beacon, the Command Tower obviously, Isolated Chapel, and Path of Ancestry. I'm missing a lot, but
It's a pretty good lineup. As far as multiple lands are concerned, you know.
Bye, guys. Let's go with the enchantments. Not in any order. They're all miscolored, but we have Open the Graves. You know,
So what's
non-token creature dies, create a 2/2 black zombie creature. That's going to happen a lot in this deck.
So the cost is of no concern, really.
No, it doesn't matter. Radiant Destiny. Creatures get +1/+1 if you have Ascend, which is 10 or more permanents, which is simple in this. Like 100%.
There's a lot of zombie production, a lot of zombie revival as well. You know, and that's a really good blend. Esper, I can't wait to see what really makes that turn around.
Of course, Endless Ranks. Beginning of your upkeep, put X 2/2 black zombie creature token on the battlefield. X number of zombie tokens you have. Rounded down, I believe, right? Yeah, rounded down. That's
Still a
gonna
lot
be
of
crazy.
zombies.
This is like honestly one of my favorite 1-drops. This is great. 1 swamp, creatures you control or zombies you control have menace. Just that alone.
That's just
I
for
never
1
used
black.
Before. I never use that. You can if you want to. But
I don't know how many people actually know how aggro that card actually is.
fantastic. And of course, this card's fantastic. Kindred Summon. When it comes into play, you name a creature type. Whenever you cast a creature of that type or attack with a creature of that type, draw a card. And as I was told as a young man, drawing wins games. And it's true.
Drawing, that includes like search engine stuff too, right?
Everything, yeah.
Fantastic.
Of course, if you run blue and you don't run Rhystic Study, go to Yu-Gi-Oh! So Rhystic Study is
Hey, come on now there, friend.
whenever an opponent casts a spell, you may draw a card unless that player obviously pays 1.
I see.
Downfall, they pay they're 1 mana short. They don't pay it, you draw a card. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't see any effects about hating the Dark Magician.
Right here, let me see. Let's get both of them. Of course, I have Ghostly Prison and Propaganda because not being attacked is wonderful.
Absolutely. Having that field is really important, and you need to be protected. And by these means, these are actually really important
And of
cards
course, they
to have.
stack. For people that don't know, those stacks. So 4 mana each creature to attack.
All for pretty much 3, just 2 different directions to go.
Exactly.
That's
It's incredible.
insanely
I
spent.
was using Norn's Annex, which is almost the same, but I took it out.
Yeah, you weren't a fan of the Phyrexian mana or just the overall cost of it?
Not really. Necromancer's Covenant. This card is great. When it comes into play, remove all creature cards in target player's graveyard from the game. Then get a 2/2 zombie token for each creature that was removed, and zombies you control have lifelink.
And that's for 6 white black. The color scheme of this deck, it's a nice blend. That seems pretty simple to actually utilize.
I'd have to say this, in my opinion, is a white staple for EDH. It shuts down.
Absolutely.
Combo deck shuts down commanders.
That's
Just
probably
a
the best card. It's probably the best card in deck.
Creature becomes a 0/1, loses all abilities, and indestructible.
Lignify
so they can't get
both
rid of their
white.
own creature unless they sack it, which is wonderful. Yeah, it is a Lignify pretty much. Waste not. This card's... I actually haven't really utilized this card at all, but whenever an opponent discards a creature card, I get a 2/2 zombie token. When they discard a land, I get 2 swamps. Or whenever an opponent discards a non-creature, I draw a card. There's no downfall to that. That's great.
That's an absolute benefit.
Anointed Possession. This is wonderful. This card is...
So what do we got here? So we have, if an effect would create 1 or more tokens under your control, it creates twice that many of those tokens instead. So cards like Endless Ranks, anything that has sufficient token
The
production.
commander herself, her ability.
Especially Varina, so it's an overall just 2-card combo card, but it does fantastic things.
It's beautiful. Of course, this is the star of the show. The Rooftop Storms is great.
That's pretty generic stuff since the release of Innistrad. Any zombie player with a brain.
Yeah.
No
Hey,
pun intended.
you may pay 0 for the cost of zombies. That's
Even
and obviously 6 is nothing. It's EDH. 6 is like 6 is 2.
Of course.
That's it for enchantments. Enchantments! We're going to go with this as just a small pal because my planeswalkers are pretty simple right now.
So it's just, let's see, 2 different Lilianas here. We got Liliana Vess, Venser the Sojourner, and Liliana Untouched by Death. What made you decide to go with these 3 specifically?
Zombie tribal, of course. This is great. I'll put top 3 cards in the library. If it's a zombie, for each zombie card, each opponent loses 2 life, you gain 2 life. Her -2 is target creature gets -X/-X for the number of zombies you control. And her -3 is you may cast zombies from your graveyard.
That's huge, and that's just -3.
That's pretty good. Her, I usually use her for -2. This is an Italian, which is search for a card from your library, put it on top. I usually don't use the...
More or less a diabolic tutor with a character to it.
And this blinks with... Some of my creatures blink with him, which is good. But mainly, I like to play him and then do the minus to make all creatures unblockable. Because that's what you need. A bunch of undead going... Which means unblockable.
Zombies are most powerful in hordes, so I can see where you're going there.
What if they're Alliance? Go with artifacts?
Well, at least they're not vegans.
The Vanquisher's Banner. As it comes into play, name a creature type. They get +1/+1. And whenever you cast a creature of that chosen type, draw a card. That's just awesome.
As you said, drawing wins games. So
yeah.
When you happen to benefit from that, it's just absolute card advantage.
This is new to me. I don't think anyone's actually heard of this card. It's called Sobi Ring. I don't know. I don't know if I want to use it.
I hear the Yu-Gi-Oh players talk about it, and their tribe they called it a magic cylinder.
Obviously, Sol Ring. Everyone knows. Just you need it.
Absolutely,
Sometimes you don't.
It's like Pot of Greed, but legal.
Torn of Destinies. Name a creature. This card's great. Name a creature type. Whenever you cast a spell of the chosen type, put a 1/1 counter on it. Creatures get +1/+1. Number of counters on it.
So that just combos it together and stacks up with the banner as well.
Oh yeah. The Herald's Horn. Oh my goodness, I love the Herald's
Really
Horn.
expensive card. It's been a real hit among the Magic community from what I've heard, and it took a total jump in value.
Creatures are 1 less to cast. Beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card, reveal it. If it's a creature of the choice, and then draw a card. Wonderful. Coat of Arms, we all know Coat of Arms. I'm assuming everyone here knows Coat of Arms.
Absolutely, pretty generic stuff.
But still wonderful.
Yep.
The Chromatic Lantern, just a great card in anything. I don't use Chromatic Lantern in 2 colors. Anything 3 and up I do. That's my personal.
It would seem a lot better that way. I mean, like, all you would really be doing is just paying 3 for an additional mana, and when you can do that, you may as well just use Darksteel Ingot.
Yeah. And then we have... I actually won a couple games with this, because of my commander. For those who don't know, she is... whenever you attack with 1 or more zombies, draw that many cards, then discard that many cards, you gain that much life. And then, I don't have a lot of madness combos in here. I should.
Right.
But she just gains life crazy.
So this card is just an absolute treasure by the looks of things here.
And then, of course, tap 2 generic mana of any color. Remove, 2 creatures from the graveyard? And then draw a card. Or, sorry, make
exile
it 2
cards from your graveyard. That's just 2 cards in general. So even if it's just filled up with, like, instances or sorceries, you can make a total field, produce over that. It's a really good effect.
And next we're going to with the fun stuff, the creatures. My 1-drops. Or should I say 1 drop? I use 1 because he's wonderful, the Crypt Breaker. It's 1 black and 1 generic. Tap, discard a card, put a 2/2 black zombie in the field. Or tap 3 untap zombies control, draw a card, lose a life. That's great.
That's a fantastic card.
That's wonderful. End of turn, tap 6, lose 2, draw 2. 2 drops, we have the Graveyard Marshal. He's wonderful. He's just wonderful.
Right.
He's 2 for a 3/2. Tap 3, exile a creature from your graveyard, and tap 2. And it's not even tap, just tap 3, remove a creature, make a 2/2 zombie. We got an old school guy here. We got Shepherd of Rot. See, that with Shepherd of Rot, I'm gaining so much life, usually, that using his effect, I'm still advantage. Oh, we all lose 6.
It's more or less a cornerstone of sacrifice, really.
Yeah, Tidal Skull.
It's not a big one at that.
My goodness, he's a great zombie.
Overall, generic, great hand control.
Yeah. 3 drops, we have Unraveling Mummy. I've never actually brought this one out yet.
So what's this Unraveling Mummy do?
3 cost, 2/3, black, white, 1 colorless. You can tap 1 white and 1 colorless to give an attacking zombie lifelink, or tap 1 black and 1 to give it Death Touch, which is great.
That's pretty good.
Of course, the Zombie Master. 3 for a 2/2, all zombies. Well, it's errated. It's other zombies get... you control have Swamp Walk and tap Regenerate. Tap 1 black to regenerate a zombie.
Which is actually huge.
Which
a
is
lot of
still
good
fantastic.
EDHs will run black in it, especially stuff regarding like Kalia and all that. It's
yeah.
just going to start spitting out, hate for that. That's good.
We got the prize Amalgam. 3 cost 3/3. I've never actually brought this. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, if it entered from your graveyard, you cast it from the graveyard, you can bring him into play. He's a really bad, what does that one cost? 2 Crypt. Gravecrawler. He's a bad Gravecrawler.
Wow.
This is a new one.
I didn't even think there could be that such a thing.
Loyal Subordinate. This is new from the Commander 18s. This is actually I like this card. It's 2/1 swamp for a 3/1 menace. Lieutenant, at the beginning of combat, on your turn, if you control your commander, each opponent loses 3 life. That's wonderful.
Okay, that's pretty good.
The Diagraph Colossus enters the battlefield with X1 with a 1/1 counter on it for each zombie in your zombie card in your graveyard. And whenever you cast a zombie, get a 2/2 zombie token. That's wonderful.
Awesome stuff.
Lich Lord of That's what his new name is, the Lich Lord of
Pretty generic stuff, huge in life loss, and great for token production.
If you want to mill and damage, he's your man.
Classic Alara
He's your
stuff.
man. No. Anyway.
Whoa there, fella.
Yeah, 1 black, 1 swamp to put a blue-black zombie and wizard into play. Or 2 swamp, 2 islands. Each opponent, is it each opponent? Oh, target player loses X life and mills X, or X number of zombies in play, which is, I believe that's called bonkers. Totally nuts. Thank you, I'm here all week. The Unbreathing Horde. It's not too shabby. I actually barely get him out. And when I do have him, he's a 2/2 because I have nothing. Because I'm poo. The Diagraph Captain. Oh man, great. 3 for a 2/2. Death Touch. Other creatures you control get +1/+1. And then he's got the, whenever another zombie you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life. Like Vengeful Dead. It's an old card I actually don't have in here. Death Burn. This card's wonderful.
1/1 in Death Touch. Fantastic muscle.
Yeah, 1/1 Death Touch.
Fantastic field support overall.
Anthem, Death Touch, I'll take it any day. Josu Vest, the Lich King, he's actually wonderfully fun. Think about that, yeah. You play him, he's a 4 cost 4/5, but if you kick it, he's a 4 cost 4/5 menace, sorry. You kick it, he gets 10, sorry, not 10, that'd be amazing. 8 2/2 black zombies with menace. Then you slap down a coat of arms or something, right there alone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Say you don't have anybody board presence. If you don't, you're awful. The only non-zombie, 2 non-zombies in this deck is Habitable Runebinder. That's a great card. 2 and 1 blue. Exile a creature card from your graveyard and put a 2/2 black zombie token on the battlefield, and then put a 1/1 counter on each zombie you control.
Nice.
It's like, sure, why not? I'll be a coot. Then another non-zombie is Kisa and Giralf. I'm probably saying their names wrong. It comes into play. Put the top 4 cards in your library in your graveyard. During each of your turns, you may cast a zombie creature from your graveyard. That's wonderful.
Absolutely wonderful.
Risen Executioner. I use him for his Anthem. I never use him for his second ability, so we'll just skip it because he's poo. He actually is not that good. He's 4 for an Anthem, but
It's an
this
extra
card's
name,
great.
really.
On his Reaver's pretty decent actually. I was gonna take it out and I didn't. It's a 4 for a 4/3 Death Touch. But when it's combat damage to a player, you discard a card and put a 2/2 black zombie on the field. Like anything that makes tokens with that anointed possession, you know what I mean?
That's absolutely fantastic. It was huge when it came out originally, and
ever since they've
been
came out. They're like goblins. They're slower goblins. They've come out. They swarm. Undead Alchemist. All damage instead is dealt as mill. But for each creature they mill, they remove it, and I get a 2/2 zombie. That's amazing.
That's absolutely
That's
amazing.
crazy. Because a lot of people don't know. I'm sorry, I'm going lore here. Is your library is your brain. It's your thoughts. Zombies mill because they eat your brains. There you go. The more you know, wish no. Undead War Chief.
Pretty generic stuff there.
Wonderful.
It speaks for itself.
No, I don't. Oh, Jesus, Milty. The Haven Gold Lich. He's a 5. These are my 5 drops. I keep forgetting to say what are. Read that one. That one's pretty good.
So you pay 1, target a creature card in a graveyard on this turn until the end of the turn. When you cast it, it gains its activated abilities and whatnot, right?
Which is wonderful.
It's just absolutely fantastic.
Well, we all know Gary. Gary's wonderful.
Gary has been just an absolute treasure ever since.
He actually he was using at the time that standard. He was used in all of it. Remember that?
He was that.
So when he comes into
Shadow
play, enters the battlefield, each opponent loses X life or X or Devotion to Black.
That's absolutely.
Now Devotion, that further know, is each swamp symbol that you control in the battlefield.
And most zombies, if I'm not mistaken, are of Black Merchant.
When this enters the battlefield, X one counters on it, or X the number of creature cards in all graveyards. This is the Drakestown Forgotten. You can tap 3 and remove 1/1 counter from them to give a creature -1/-1.
That's a fantastic creature.
It's pretty good. Cool art. The Corpse Con is here. Come on, he's classic. He's awesome. He's Entomb on a creature.
Personal favorite. He is Entomb on a creature. He's an Entomb on a creature you can use twice.
Yeah.
So
well,
not only
even in
is-
zombies, you don't have to. You can keep bringing them back and doing it.
They even
You don't have
still
to remove them, yeah. But if desperate, 4
just
mana.
as good.
When it comes into play, search for your library for a creature card. Put it in the graveyard.
I'm not gonna lie, Entombs are expensive.
Well, Entomb's actually more expensive because it's any card.
Oh, that's even better then.
The Corpse Harvester, he's great. 1 black, 1 colorless, sacrifice a creature, search for a zombie in a swamp, put it in your hand. That's great. That's thinning your deck, getting what you need. Mana, a creature.
Put
It's like
zombies in the
harmony.
grave for
And I love
revival.
any card from Legions.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's like pickles and mayonnaise. Everyone likes that, right? Ugh,
I'd
that
assume
sounds
so.
awful.
Yeah.
It's not Goof Grab. It's Noose Graph Mob. I thought it was Goof Grab.
All right. Well, that's what we're gonna call this.
Goof Grab Mob enters the battlefield with 5/1 counters on it. Whenever your player casts a spell, remove a 1/1 counter from them and get a 2/2 zombie token.
Awesome.
You don't
It's
fuck
like,
with Goof Grab.
It's like you just goof grabbed the opportunity.
And of course, my 2 6-drops. These 2 guys are awesome. Geth, because, hey.
Two of the more like popular powerhouses said. Geth.
Oh, also non-zombie. He's the 3rd non-zombie, but come on, let's be honest.
Well,
He's a honorary zombie. Comes into play, get 2/2 zombies. When he attacks, get 2/2 zombies. Hello.
Well, name
They
like
just
Drake.
fall off him
Both
too.
the
Like,
art on those cards are badass.
oh yeah.
especially Geth.
Yeah, Death looks sick.
Geth is just stupendous. Came out in Scars and Bearded, and I
And
was
for those
just
who don't know
like
what
in
Geth
love
does,
with
this
that
fucking he's a 6-cost 5/5 Intimidate. X and 1 swamp. Put target artifact or creature card with converted mana cost X from an opponent's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control tap. Then the player puts the top X cards in his or her library or her graveyard. That's pretty. He mills, he steals, he removes. I'm a prick. Oh, thanks for that.
He makes French fries 7 different ways.
Now for instant and sorceries, we'll go with Anguished Unmaking. The actually better than Vindicate if you think about it.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
you got
no.
you got a 3-drop instant, multicolored white and black, and exile target non-land permanent, and you lose 3 life.
See,
Quite
Vindicate's-
frankly, that's not a bad trade at all.
Vindicate's any permanent, but I'd rather have the instant speed. That's my personal.
Absolutely, not making any less of a card
Yeah.
for Vindicate, but
Being
still,
able
that
to
does
do
seem
that
like
on
a
your
more
opponent's
bigger
turn is a big
convenience.
deal.
Yeah, Day of Judgment, of course, destroy all creatures.
Look at that.
They can be regenerated, unlike Wrath, I believe. Utter End, exile target non-land permanent. You can see this is a lot of control. I want to.
And for 4, it's actually really
I'm
important.
going to say it in layman's terms. I want to fuck up my opponent as quickly as possible and be a prick. Zombies. When are zombies nice? This card's. I don't know if you guys have heard of this. It's called Cryptic Command.
I haven't heard of it. What's
As
it
the
do?
saying goes, if everyone have heard, if you have Cryptic Command in your hand and the mana untapped, you can't lose the game. That's an actual saying, and it's true. Wonderful card. 3 blue, 1 colorless. Choose 2. Counter target spell. Return a permanent to its owner's hand. Tap all creatures opponent control. Draw a card. Oh man, it's a shame that all of those are good abilities.
Especially the drawing.
Just a little.
Not very nice making a
Secluded
Texas
Rift.
version for
Secluded
beginner
Rift.
players.
Because what's a blue deck without Secluded Rift?
Best card.
Supreme Verdict. I love this card.
It's another best card. It's pretty much, a Wrath on roids.
Speaking about Vindicate, here's a Vindicate. Destroy target permanent. Can't go wrong with that.
That's a sexy Vindicate.
It's okay, I guess. No, it's pretty sexy. I
Yeah,
can't deny it.
it is pretty sexy.
Return to Dust. I love this. I love that. Destroy target artifact or remove exile target artifact or enchantment. If you play it on your main phase, do it again, which is oink.
Pretty crafty underdog of a card.
Path of Exile, obviously.
Great
I think a lot of us know Path of Exile, but
Exile a creature, they
to get a basic land
Yeah.
from their library into play tap. Zombie Apocalypse is wonderful. Return all zombies from your graveyard into play and destroy all humans, which is an awful game.
It was set to rival the one angel from the Innistrad set, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, I
the
know
Glorious
exactly.
Rise angel, the one that brought back all the humans.
Of course, Wrath of God, destroy all creatures, they can't be regenerated. Rite of Replication, oh my god, you copy the right zombie, Undead War Chief, the Diagraph Captain.
Especially Undead War Chief,
Yeah.
because who doesn't want like a bunch of 10 beaters on a field?
Exactly. Swords to Plowshare. Man, this card's gone down a lot. I got this foil for $1. So, no, I'm happy with that.
That's
cool.
outstanding.
Army of the Damned. Who doesn't want 13 2/2 zombies? I'll tell you who. A clown shoe. That's who.
Clown shoes don't win games.
Oh, let's break a clown. Anyway. Mystical Tutor. Always. Tutoring is just... Especially in EDH. You know, you have 100 cards.
I find I'm tutoring most often when I finish eating beans.
Merciless Execution. This card's wonderful. Choose one. Exile, choose what? You choose one, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, exile artifacts,
Exile.
all creatures, all enchantments, or all planeswalkers. That's fucking...
That's a lot of permanents to exile.
Yeah. Deferi's Protection, because why not?
Absolutely.
The card's great.
So until the end of
Everything
your next
phases,
turn,
you can't lose, your life can't be touched.
Everything's pretty much untouchables.
Mortify, destroy target creature enchantment.
It's a fine.
It's always nice to have options in one card. Notice it.
Classic
And of
card.
course the Tutor. Diabolic Tutor, why not? I don't have a demonic in here, I just realized.
Yeah, which is a little disconcerting.
Well, it's
but
like a
even
beta
still.
form right now. I'm missing Cemetery Reaper. I'm missing quite a few cards, but that's what it is for
Absolutely.
now.
I mean, it's
It
not like
works.
you necessarily need it. Well, why pay for the spell? You'll just be drawing it.
I'd
so
rather
we
take
have-
this out and put a demonic in. You know
It
what I
would
mean?
be much more convenient, yeah, because you have the
Two.
you could use that to cast like one of your weenie zombies or just have the
Weenie.
extra mana. Yeah, wieners are hilarious.
Yeah, and that's Varina.
That is Varina there. Varina again, 4 costs. That's fantastic stuff for the zombies, especially in regards to making our own. So again, that was Mike's Varina EDH. Thanks for coming along and showing us your Esper, showing us the best of her, and we will see you again.
No, thank you.